Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Monday, March 25th, around 9 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. The sun has calmed down, but Reykjanes continues to heat up. Keep calm. It's boom time. Tornado watch in effect for Baton Rouge, North Shore area. Here's what you need to know. Severe storm threat for the south through Tuesday. That could be your lose day. Possible tornadoes and damaging wind possible for Mobile, Monroeville, and Pensacola as the storm system moves east through the panhandle of Florida and the southeast like a beast. Heed the warnings. Blizzard conditions and slick roads and snowfall reports across Kansas. I wonder if Dorothy got in time. Winter storm slams New England, downing power lines and trees. And we will have a look at the power outage U.S. map in just a moment as restoration efforts continue across Maine with thousands remaining without power. Hours of power. Let's take a look earlier today here over at Power Outage US, showing over 100,000 without power in the Northeast. This is extremely down from earlier in the storm where over almost 500,000 people without power. Good news tonight, just 18,000 without power in Maine and 10,000 in Tennessee. Good news there on the power outage front. Here is the snowfall analysis over the last 72 hours. Hours of powers, heavy snow in the Northeast. You can see that huge swath of snow burying the region. Heavy snow for the Sierras as well, including Colorado and most of the high elevation locations, as well as western Montana, and more snow is in the forecast. In fact, significant winter weather is occurring in the plains currently with severe thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast. Snow and strong winds will continue from the central plains to northern Minnesota into Tuesday, along with sleet and freezing rain in portions of the upper mid-Mississippi Valley. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible across portions of the Gulf Coast Tuesday, with damaging winds and isolated tornadoes that will be the main threat. Those regions are circled here in the yellow warning zones for those counties, dozens of counties. So heed the warnings as blizzard warnings are still out for 4 states with winter storm watches and warnings for over a dozen. So heed the warnings there as well. A quick look at the GFS model shows the position of that storm over the central U.S. and as it bombs out there, 968 megabars as it moves up into Ontario over the next few days. By Wednesday morning, the brunt of the storm will have moved into northern or southern Canada into the position of Ontario, and it is going to bomb out there, bringing that region quite a significant snowfall for early spring. Dang, dang. And by the time we hit Wednesday and Thursday morning, that system will be completely eliminated from the Northeast as another system moves into the Pacific Northwest. Let's take a look at these ridiculous snowfall totals as we move through the month of March. Al Gore doesn't think it snows anymore, especially in spring. Dang, dang, let's walk it through. Here is the Tuesday morning through Tuesday into Wednesday morning. You can see that snow making a heavy impact by Wednesday morning up in Ontario there. The remnants of it moving through Minnesota and Wisconsin, as well as Nebraska and Kansas, while some snow will continue to dump overnight in southern. Take a look at that Arizona. Holy macaroni. Here we are Wednesday day through Thursday morning. Heavy snow will continue through Ontario as another system moves through the Pacific Northwest, bringing snow totals to the higher elevations and much needed rain to the west coast, where we are mostly desert and we are desperately in need of moisture. It looks like Mother Nature is going to be hooking us up all the way through the 10th of April. Take a look at that. Could see another expression of heavy snow coming through the Northeast in early April. Can you believe them apples? Seismic activity increases at the Great Sitkin volcano on the Aleutian Islands. It, in fact, is a volcano on the very tippy touch of the chain towards Russia. There is the Great Sitkin right here on the very tip of the chain of the Aleutians. We're keeping a close eye on that as seismicity has been increasing and low-level activity is possible.
Well, that's the Sitkin volcano with its summit reaching 5,709 feet. It's currently under a close observation due to the ongoing volcanic activity. According to the Alaska Volcano Observatory, the Great Sitkin volcano's alert level has been elevated to watch, and the aviation color code has gone to orange, signaling that the volcano exhibits signs of heightened unrest with increased potential for eruption. Now, the volcano is located northeast of Adak and has maintained a slow lava eruption within its summit crater, while seismic activity has remained relatively low, marked by minor tremors. Despite the limited visibility due to cloud cover, no significant changes have been observed. Now, this phase of the activity commenced July 2021, and since its explosive event in May of 2021, there's been no further explosive occurrences. I'll show you where that is, and as we look at this map right now, there's Sitkin volcano. It's right near Adak, as I mentioned, and it is right located here next to much of Adak. Adak's over there, and there's the Sitkin volcano ready to erupt maybe again. Hey.
So that activity at the Great Sitkin volcano is increasing ever more as we are waiting for another explosive eruption from there. Good news is that Sitkin only typically erupts at VEI 2 or 3. Now, here we are over at the Global Volcanism Program looking at the Great Sitkin volcano, Great Sitkin. And you can see that it has only had eruptive history since the 1700s. Bad news for those that are in play here. VEI 2 or 1 has only been recorded since 1933 to present. It is clear that the truncation of this complex just to the west of this volcano is indicative of VEI 4, 5, or greater, where the volcano was blown, the top of it was blown off. There once was a volcano here. It is now gone. So the Great Sitkin itself, erupting at VEI 1 or 2, is just a precursor to other eruptive activity that has been much greater on this peninsula. So we're keeping a close eye on the Great Sitkin as activity increases. Worldwide, there is an increase in the Kamchatka here with the 5.1 that kicked off almost 24 hours ago. That is still the big news. A little bit of elevated activity off of Oregon here in Bandon, 3.7. Nothing to worry about. Mid-Ocean Ridge activity here, 5.5 on the Atlantic Ridge, as we consider Iceland to be a hotbed of activity. Over to worldwide volcano news, we've got Popo today to 21,000, Abico also puffing to 10,000. What else do we have on the list? We've got Reventador to 14,000, Tucono to 8,000, Semaru to 14,000, Nevado de Ruiz, 20,000 today, puffing and passing. Take a look at this. This is, well, an amazing thermal image there, which is completely thermally hot, and that's because it's hot there. The strong thermal anomaly indicates the oozing of lava here on the southwest slope of Fernandina in the Galapagos, which many environmentalists claim are killing the turtles. How dare they? Increased activity has been detected at the volcano since early on the 23rd of March at Cerro Manchin volcano in Colombia. Take a look at this. This is a dome here in the center of a caldera. Bad news here as Cerro Manchin has some eruptive potential. Let's take a look. Now, this dangerous stratovolcano located in Colombia has very little information about it, as very few scientists have studied it. The last known eruption was 1180 Common Era, which is just about, well, just a few 900,000 years ago or so. And there is very little information about eruptions. There are multiple confirmed eruptions, no VEI explicitly confirmed with these eruptions. So this looks like a dangerous stratovolcano that could blow this entire top off here at VEI 3 or greater, probably VEI 4 to 5, like a Mount St. Helens experience. But we're keeping a close eye on Moshin as it is heating up. Take a look at that dome. The last time this dome must have formed about 900 years ago during that last eruption, and things are heating up at Moshin. Who knew? Now you do. Things are heating up in Iceland as the eruption continues for the second week, one of the longest eruptions in this eruptive series here just north of Grindavik. There is no end in sight. There's a slight decrease today, but it appears as if these two cinder cones are tapped real deep, and we could have a few more days, if not weeks, more eruption in this region. Space weather news update. The last 24 hours have gone silent, thank God, as we are at solar max and we don't need more activity at the surface. The last thing we need is a grid down scenario where tons of people die. Anyway, I do digress. Pardon my French, but I just had to sneeze there. Take a look at the activity over the last 24 hours. We've had one impulsive M4.4 solar flare right there, little spike there. Nothing creating coronal mass ejections heading our way. And the 3-day geomagnetic forecast is for all quiet as it ramps down through the next few days. The short-lived extreme geomagnetic storm that we experienced for 3 hours didn't result in anything. In order to have infrastructure failure, we would need to maintain above KP8 for 24 to 48 hours of powers. And in fact, nothing like that happened. In fact, most of the aurora for the Western Hemisphere was hidden in light as the geomagnetic storm occurred midday. Hey. How do you like them apples? If you want to know the facts, Leah and I will be heading out to the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange this weekend in just a few days. And we are going to be giving away millions of seeds for free. Not only that, we will be supplying the community with free information as both of us are going to be giving a talk there. Just go over to San Luis Valley Seed Exchange, slvse.org, and click on upcoming events, 2024 speaker and schedule there. Just click on that. Make it happen. Did I click on it? Yes. It's going to take a minute here. We have some connectivity issues. Thank you, Elon. And you will get the 2024 speaker and schedule series here. And you can see that our talk is on the first day, Saturday, 12:30 p.m., medicinal properties of hops with David Diamond Mariello and Leah Shaper. Leah Shaper, please learn how to spell her name. Not a single person that comments about Leah Shaper knows how to spell her name. But I do digress. Our talk on the medicinal properties of hops will be at 12:30 p.m., the first day of the event on Saturday. And if you didn't know, the hop plant Humulus lupus is part of the Cannabinaceae hemp family, making it a cousin to cannabis. It possesses similar terpenes responsible for its all too familiar skunky aroma, and it allowed early beer makers hundreds of years ago to prevent the product from getting a little bit contaminated because of those terpenes involved. So hops was used to prevent the distillation process from getting a little bit too disgusting. And, well, it was very important. But the big news that we're going to be sharing is the fact that the hops plant has hundreds of more important medicinal properties, including reduced inflammation, helping induce slumber, reducing anxiety, and possibly lowering cholesterol naturally. Yeah, so you can get out of that type 2 diabetes nonsense and blah, blah, blah that, well, the mainstream industry and food production has allowed our country to enter into. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, the food you eat is food for sheep. Grow your own. And if you need to grow your own, we have seeds for you here at the Alliance of Native Seed Keepers. Non-GMO, open-pollinated, amazing seeds, the cheapest in the entire planet. So if you can't get out to the San Luis Valley Seed Exchange, you can certainly buy seeds here. 241 vegetables in stock, hundreds more herbs and flowers available, all at the lowest prices. And if you buy just $25 of seeds or more, free shipping. That means you need to buy $25 of seeds or more, period. Go get them. And our channel gets 10% of all sales, and we have literally blown up this company in the last 2 months. Please continue buying here for your peace of mind, preparedness, sustainability, and, well, clean seeds. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. We're preparing for the event coming up in the San Luis Valley wholeheartedly, and we need your help to continue the increase on how many millions of seeds we can bring to the populace. Things in the very near future are going to get bad. And every single person, we can wake up with the thought of preparedness, self-sufficiency, food security, and seed preparedness. Well, that is a single boom to knowledge. We've done our job. Please support the channel, hit the thumbs up, become a Patreon, support the work we do. We love you. Be safe, and we'll see you in just a few days.